So this is day 5 of this trip, and I got a very late start to this day. It's 2:10 right now. I don't have grand plans for today, but one of the places I wanted to go is the Stanley Hotel, which they say is one of the most haunted hotels in the US. And then there's a small hike to this lake called the Gem Lake. So these are the only two things. If I can do that, I will see if I can go and do some kayaking in Estes Lake. Most of the visitor centers are closed today, so I just went there and checked with them. Oh wait, I think we're at the Stanley Hotel. So I'm here at the Stanley Hotel, supposed one of the most haunted hotels in the US, and they sometimes have some haunted tours. I'm not sure if they're closed because of COVID, but I'm gonna check with them, and if yes, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So there was a coffee shop, and I asked the lady and she said yes, they're doing their tours, but there's nobody here at this desk right now. But look at that. So I'm inside the Stanley Hotel, and fortunately they are doing their paranormal tours. This is how it looks like. I just got myself a ticket for 6:30. So I think the plan going forward is going to be like doing a hike, going to the Gem Lake, coming back at 6:30. I don't know if they're going to allow taking videos during the tour. So it's about 2:30 right now. I'm gonna try and just go around and look around in the hotel during the day, because when I come at 6:30 it's gonna be completely dark. I'm just gonna walk around and then head straight to Gem Lake, where it's a 1.6 mile hike. See ya. I have about 2.5 hours to go to Gem Lake, complete that hike. It's a 1.5 mile hike, and I really want to go up there. I don't want to miss it. So without further delay, I'm going to go ahead and finish my hike and come back. From the Stanley Hotel to the trail is about only a 7-minute drive, so it shouldn't take me long before I reach there. And I think I should have enough time to finish the trail, go up to the lake, take a few pictures, sit there for some time, then come back. I'm not sure if I got lucky or if it's very common out here to see such animals on the road. Google Maps says I'm supposed to go here, which is here, but look at this. GPS wrong, go back 0.5 miles, Lumpy Ridge Trail. No Gem Lake private road. I'm gonna put Lumpy Ridge Trail like it mentioned on the board on my maps now and see where it takes me. Lumpy Ridge Trailhead, but I don't have to go too far back. It's only a 3-minute drive from here. Since it's pretty hot today, I'm gonna skip my jacket and not take it right now up the trail. I just hope I don't regret it later. Gem Lake 1.7 miles this way. So I like to do this. Ask people who are coming back of how long it's gonna take. That gives me a good estimate of how long it's gonna take to go up. So I just asked somebody and she was like, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. That should give me enough time to climb up, spend some time there, and then come back. But she was like, the lake is frozen, and instead of the lake, you can probably see a better view of the valley from up there. .5 done, 1.2 to go. I guess the place where the girl mentioned, where I could get a nice view of the valley, is right here. But the trail goes there. So I'm gonna take a slight detour, go there and then continue on my hike. Woo-hoo. Okay, there's no straight way to go up there. I'm gonna have to find a figure out to go there. So there's one way out here between the rocks from where I could possibly go or climb up here. I guess I'll take this way. I guess I came on the wrong rock because I see another one out there and that seems closer to where I came from. But anyway, the view from here isn't bad either. So going to Gem Lake was never the plan. The initial plan was to go to Emerald Lake, but then because of forest fire, that is closed. And when I went to the visitor center today, they said that the other lakes were also closed and this was going to be my best bet. So one of the old couples I met while coming up asked me to keep looking on my left for a rock which had a huge hole in it, and she was like, she's never seen anything like that. I see it here now and this is what it looks like. So I just came here up to this rock, the one with the hole, and there was a couple out here and they saw me coming up there, okay, like after them, and they were like, do you know how far it is to the lake now? And I was like, अरे मी आत्ताच खाल्लं बरं, तू मला कसं माहिती असेल? Of course I didn't see that, but no, I told them that I spoke to somebody a couple minutes back and they said that it was only 10 minutes away now. So I hiked for about 1.5 hours and they told me there is a lake up here called the Gem Lake. Gem Lake? अरे हाँ जेम थेम लेक है. But yeah, the lake is frozen. This is the first time I'm seeing a frozen lake. It is 5 o'clock and it's starting to get dark because I guess the sun sets at about 4:35ish, and I just hope it's an hour and a half to go down. I mean, at least that's how much it took me to come up. I guess it should be much shorter to go down. Okay, I guess I'm one of the last people to go down now. I don't see anybody up here. I just hope I make it back on time because it's also starting to get cold and not just dark, and I don't have my jacket, of course. Alright. Where exactly is it?
So, let's see.
It's right on a boulder. Like, you pretty much park.
Chautauqua Park in Boulder. The trailhead is right up there.
You know, that's the thing with a Yamaha. It's not going to be as expensive just in case something goes wrong. Yeah, and it's just cost me. Yeah. What kind of bike are you looking at? Like, what's the budget going to be around? Under 10. What I like about the 290 really was, part of it was the price, and then the other part was just...
So I just came down from the hike. It got very dark by the time I came down. But then on the way I made a bunch of friends. We just came down together, took some photos with them, let them borrow my tripod because even they were also patient enough to take pictures of like stars and stuff like that. It's about 6:16 right now and I have to be at the Stanley Hotel for the Paranormal tour at 6:20. I have about 4 more minutes and Google Maps also shows that I need exactly 4 more minutes to reach there. It was a pretty good hike. I got some really nice pictures from my phone of the stars. There's almost little to no light pollution here, so you can see a lot of stars. It's hard to believe that there are so many stars out there because you don't really see them very often. It was fun coming down even when it was dark, just because there was somebody else with me. I'm here at the Stanley Hotel now for my Paranormal tour, and I just hope there's something actually scary and not just a tourist trap. So for the 6:30 tour, they only had 1 ticket left, and the people who I came down with from the hike, the girl said that she had actually called these people to check if they had a slot for 2, and they said they did not. Everything else was booked and there was just 1 ticket left which they could not take, and what a coincidence, I was the one who got the 1 ticket. So this is a part of the tour where I turned off all the lights. The guide spoke about a couple spirits that are here, and they've given us about 3 more minutes to walk around and just look at the place. He mentioned a couple of spirits that hang around here in this hall, and one of the spirits, she says, died downstairs. She lets us know about them or about their death before we go down, because she was like, she doesn't want to be disrespectful about that. Not that I believe in it too much, but she was like, some of their spirits are pretty interactive, some of them are not. One of them was an electrical engineer, one was a couple who performed on stage. I think one of them was a pianist, one of them was a teenager. She was about 16 to 19 and she died outside the hotel. She was illegally staying in here, and the other guy was one of their security people who had a massive heart attack and he died outside. And she was saying he doesn't like people to hang out here at the hotel late at night. Alright, I think she started Kodko. She just showed us a mirror which she says is believed to be like a portal, and people have had that mirror in rooms, in alleys, but everybody who has had that mirror with them has felt like they've been watched, which is why they kept it now in the basement. And she just mentioned somebody was here on this tour, 3 boys, and they took a picture in one of those mirrors with their hands around each other, and when they saw the photo, there were like 7 arms in the photo. Of course, not the same people, but there were 7 arms. I'm gonna also go and take a picture and see if I can see something. Why not give it a shot, right? Let me see if I can show you. It's really dark out there, but let me see if I can show you the mirror. had like one session right now where so the teenager girl, her name is Lucy, and they try and call her or try and interact with her. For that they have like a radio box and a lollipop, so that is what she liked apparently. And you hold the radio box and she tries to communicate. So I offered to volunteer, and I could hear a few things. I'm gonna put up their entire clip. You guys can feel free to go through that and see if you can hear something. There were a few instances where you could hear somebody say something. I'm not kidding. You could hear somebody say something, but it wasn't very clear. So I don't know if there was just another disturbance or it was actually Lucy.
Alright. So go ahead, hold those lollipops out. Let me know if anybody feels any kind of movement. Now sometimes she chooses not to interact with the lollipop or the spirit box, and she'll choose to just interact directly with the person. When that's the case, you may feel like a tug on your shirt, like a tap on your shoulder, something like that. It's never anything aggressive, never anything inappropriate, never anything malevolent. She just is looking for attention. So go ahead, put those lollipops on. You guys are welcome to say hi. Hello, Lucy. It's me. I'm sure you're so tired of hearing me down here. I know I've been in and out in your face all day long, but I do have a new group of friends. They have not met you yet, and would love to have an opportunity to say hello. Sounds like you might be trying to use that spirit box. Go ahead and keep trying with that if you like. Now everybody's also holding out a lollipop here. They would love a chance to meet you. Feel free to try to get one of those lollipops there for you. They're not for us. You know I've already eaten 6 of them today, so. Ooh, there you go. We had a woman in here once who was very clearly a mother. That sounded like something. Can you hear what I said? I couldn't either. Come on, Lucy, can you try that spirit box one more time? Just try to say something into it. I know it's tricky, I know it's new for you. That's the girl, come on. Can you say hello? I know that noise makes you kind of nervous. That's okay. You keep trying. So we had a woman in here who was very clearly a mother. And she was like, oh, come here, Lucy, you poor dear. Like, you must be Spanish. Come and get your lollipop. And I guess Lucy really liked that, so she knocked the lollipop out of the lady's hand. And the lady was out of here before the lollipop hit the floor. Like, she was not having any of it. Now, you guys are also welcome. Go ahead and talk to her yourselves if you like. Go ahead and take photos on your phones. Sometimes people get interesting orchard apparitions there. Lucy, we're going to go ahead. We're just going to keep the lights off for maybe 30 or 45 more seconds. So if you want to come out and say hi, right now is the time, kiddo. I know you've been busy all day. And again, sometimes she comes out, sometimes she doesn't. Has anybody felt anything with their lollipops or... Yeah, she seems a little quiet today. Which is fine. Like I said, we're never going to fool you. You're never going to come knock the lollipop out of your hands. That almost sounds like something too.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights here in about 10 seconds. Do you have anything else you'd like to say or do? Now's the time, kiddo. It almost sounds like hold on. Alright, I'll hold on for 10 more seconds, okay? Do you have anything else? Can you try saying that again, Lucy? We missed it. We couldn't quite hear it. That wasn't your fault. That was just the machine. If it's too hard, again, you can go move that lollipop. You can tap somebody on the shoulder. You can tug on somebody's shirt. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to turn on the light in 10... 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll turn on the light now, Luce. Everybody else won't be blinded. You tried so hard with that spirit box. I'm really proud of you. I feel bad. I think this is a very new thing for her. We've only had the spirit box for about a month or so. And I think it makes her nervous because it's so loud. Usually we're just in here with trigger objects, and sometimes we'll have like an EMF reader.
So what they do is like they give everybody a lollipop and you're supposed to hold it in your hand. That was one of the lollipops that Lucy liked, and sometimes what she would do is tap on your shoulder or just knock that lollipop off your hand or something like that. Nothing like that happened in this tour, at least.
We have here. It looks almost identical now to the way that it did when they first opened up the hotel. It has a lot of original furnishings, all of the light fixtures, the glass paneling, the bench.